Hello and welcome to our next campaign of Tenchu Time of the Assassins. This briefing is just talking about paid assassins. Our next character is basically a hitman in ancient Japan. His name is Tesshu. He is the unlockable character in Wrath of Heaven. He appears, I think, in Ayame's campaign of that game as well. This briefing will also mention that this takes place before Wrath of Heaven. So this is a prequel to his appearance in that game, even though those stories contradict each other. And it talks about some boss that he's been working for that he wants to leave said boss's employment. So it should be good times.
Onto Temple. The target is a priest. When it is done, wait at the corner.
Nice and blunt. At least he cut to the chase. I can't let myself think about what I do. That's the thing that the Katoya don't understand about me. About why I kill.
Oh, look at this guy trying to justify his actions. And the first thing that he does is kill somebody. Hypocrisy? Thy name is Tesshu. Hopefully he's evil. I would hate to run around killing innocent people. What kind of a campaign would that be if we walked around as the villain? I always get turned around in that little corridor because after a stealth kill animation, sometimes he gets turned the wrong way. There's a dude in that room. The main thing you want to do is not get spotted by him. You can stealth kill him. I did that on a previous attempt at this mission. But I went and explored most of the level, and I thought that was kind of a waste of time. This area is kind of annoying. You gotta watch that guy. He's gonna strut his stuff a little bit. Once he turns to the right, we are going to kill him. Timing has to be a little bit precise because there is another dude that's gonna show up. And get behind this table, I assume. And this other dude's going to walk over here. That's the guy I was talking about before. Careful. Just die! I am glad this level has that cool music from the second to last Ayame mission. Not many levels have used that music. I'm trying to watch for that dude that's going to come over here. Get behind this wall so that we can avoid him. This is a really short mission if you know where to go. But I wasn't aware that our target is so close, or I would not have wasted so much time walking around the entire map. Which you guys don't have to deal with. The benefits of re-recording! Die! So many of the tracks that they use in the soundtrack of this game, I get pretty tired of because they tend to repeat the same 3 or 4 tracks a lot. Something else interesting. So the next guy we kill is going to be our target. If you get spotted by him, we get a boss fight. Now, we are not going to get spotted, but I think that's interesting that you can stealth kill a boss. Let's get him. Money earned. Looks like you've got everything figured out. Don't sound so casual about killing someone. I'm honored. Come on, I want to get out of here. You're going after the catio? Be careful. They don't think too highly of you. Look at what's happening here. One man's already dead. If that doesn't send a message to the priests, then I don't know what will. I think they're jealous of us. Why would anybody be jealous of us? Let's get out of here. You can tell me more over some sake. And that's mission 1 complete. And I showed this from my original attempt. That's the item that you unlock. Let's go ahead and do mission 2. Now Tesshu is mad because he was so focused on his assignments that he did not notice that his boss betrayed him. My God! And now he's been invited to go visit with Janai, who apparently is an assassin that he trusts. If you read all of this, you will see a perfect example of how poorly written this game's dialogue is. This could have been summed up in a lot fewer words. And if the primary source of storytelling in a game is going to be text, then it really needs to be very succinct. That is my biggest complaint about this game. Way too much reading! Why should I even bother with the Kodio? Or you for that matter? Would you rather have stood by quietly and died? Is that it? Are you trying to make me angry? No, of course not. So what's the plan? We've arranged for you to meet with our guest of honor. We think he might be an assassin like you. Fine, leave it to me. Just stay out of my way. You're going? Just like that? Do I really have a choice? So apparently before Janai became some sort of a military leader, he was an assassin. As much as I want to complain about hearing this music again, I really can't because I'm not really sick of it like I am some of the other tracks. And several more throughout the rest of this campaign. This is one of those missions I probably should have re-recorded like the first one, but I don't know that I could have done any better. I might have been able to, but I'm not sure. Be careful here because there's a dude that's going to come out. He spotted me several times. It's interesting. This game is kind of like a collection of short stories. I'm not really sure why we're here, but that was still his fault for being there. Someplace that he shouldn't have been. Or something, I don't know. He should not have worked for somebody who was going to be targeted by an assassin. That's what I meant to say. I still love that. Who did this? Well, that will not be your problem for too much longer, buddy. In fact, all of your worries are about to disappear in a pool of crimson glory. Oh yeah! It is kind of interesting that you have somebody that starts off as an assassin who goes on to be a military leader. I'm guessing there's not an explanation of that. It's a good thing I stopped behind this wall because there's a dude right here. Damn it. I have no depth perception, alright? Give me a break. This level was a lot of trial and error. Fortunately, I did not get too lost. I think this is our mark right here. Damn it. Again with the no depth perception. Save your complaining. I'm out of here. It is done. Oh, is it now? What are you going to do? I'm leaving Mitsumi. You're not worried about being followed? I'm still an assassin after all. And I've got my own suspicions about what's going on. Oh, I'm sure they will, because...
And this is farewell.
He is referenced in the final
it's a small
mission.
world. I'm sure we will meet again. Man, he's quick.
Oh yeah! And instead of Grandmaster, we get Assassin, but it's the same thing. So when I put Grandmaster in the title, it's still the highest rank. Let's go ahead and do Mission 3. It's 4 months later. Tesshu has left the organization he worked for. He moved to another town and accepts jobs from multiple organizations. And he's pretty happy to be in one place and have a chance to get settled for a while. I assume that won't last long. Let's face it, in these games, peace and harmony never really last for too long. Hell, in our society, that doesn't really last for too long. Humans are a very vile and violent species. We kind of suck. Oh yeah. I believe this is the first time we've got this music in this game. This was from Wrath of Heaven. This is yet another re-record. I say re-record, it was never put into an LP, but I had recorded this mission before and decided to redo this recording. To try to make it as smooth as possible. So I know there's a chick over here and I'm trying to position myself so that she doesn't see me. That's what you get. I need over there and you're going to be in my way. Cunt. And there's another annoying dude over here. Be careful of him. This music and the level from Wrath of Heaven that it comes from have some pretty good atmosphere, but the music kind of changes after a while. As you can hear now, it's more upbeat. It's not bad for a Tenchu level, but the level that it comes from is very cloudy and rainy and dark, and I feel like that level should have had darker music. I also wish they would have worked on these platforms a little more to make them look like something that would be in an actual environment rather than a video game environment. I don't remember seeing blatant areas like that too often in the Tenchu games. Maybe in Stealth Assassins, since that was the first game. Or Tenchu 2. That ought to shut you up. But by Wrath of Heaven, I don't think that happened. You can jump from that platform to the next building that we gotta go to, but I had limited success at that. I wanted to go as smoothly as I could to the next building. There's a dog and a female ninja, and then another male ninja. Or soldier, I'm not sure which. Fortunately, I don't believe we need to mess with them. This is another level with an optional boss. But we are going to stealth him. And that was pretty lucky. If I'd gone too far, then we would have a boss fight. And we don't want that if we can avoid it. I do wonder how many of Rikimaru's missions had optional boss fights that I just avoided. I know mission 1 didn't. But that would be interesting if we could have had some other boss fights, because his campaign only had one boss fight. Which I thought was a big disappointment. Even though the combat is ass in this game.
It's been 2 months and 4 jobs since I moved to this town. I think I'm getting used to this.
That dialogue got a song stuck in my head, which is really annoying. But I'm not going to get into that. Instead, we got another Grandmaster or Assassin rank. There's the unlockable item. Thanks for watching, and I will see y'all next time with more Tenchu, Time of the Assassins.